Bob Zemeckis. He's got a lot of Zemeckis. It sounds like a Yiddish, like tukus.
Hey, what's this? You got a lot of Zemeckis.
This guy steps up to me, and this guy's just giving me the Zemeckis.
Look at the Zemeckis on that guy.
You can see his Zemeckis hanging out. You'll probably see my Zemeckis hanging out if I'm not careful. And the skirt. Welcome to Roden Tomatoes. I'm Ben Roden.
I'm Brady Tomatoes.
This is a show where we talk about movies,
Magic, and Muppets!
Dr. Grant, it's great you could take a break from your busy schedule to be here.
Miss Gale, I appreciate you having me on your program.
Sure.
Program.
You know what would be a fun compliment to this? The little snotty kid that is the object of Alan Grant's monologue about raptors.
Oh, I heard he was from Utah.
Oh, it totally fits.
Like
He's got a little Utah face. To quote Pete Holmes, he's got resting Latter-day Saint face. But that would be good to like. You should dress up one of your kids as that little guy. Find him some sort of incredible '90s striped T-shirt.
Doesn't look very scary to me.
It looks like a big turkey. And Alan's like, I'm about to ruin you. I love that whole sequence. Sequence?
The sequence.
Sequence.
That, I always thought I didn't know that Sam Neill was not American. Right? Like when you're a kid, you just kind of assume, they talk like me, they're American, they're just like me. But I loved the way that he whispered, like, maybe he cuts you here or here. Maybe
across the belly. Spilling your intestines. It's
just... and they like kind of whispered it, spilling your intestines.
Yeah.
When is you are alive?
When I start to eat you. So, try and show a little respect. It's like, okay. Have we talked about just exaggerating movie quotes?
No.
My wife and I quote a lot of movies, and my friend Tom and I quote a lot of movies, but it's always like you start quoting it and then it gets more and more pronounced. Like in, I feel like maybe I've talked about it on the pod, the Gandalf scene where he says, "No, I'm trying to help you." We would like, "Hey, are you trying to do this?" No. Like it's barely.
You keep embellishing.
Yeah, it just becomes like completely outsized. No, I'm trying to harm you.
I'm trying to help you.
I'm trying to help you. Anyway, that's one that my wife and I do when he says the point is, and then it just massive pause. The point is, you are alive when they start to eat you.
When they...
The point is...
What do you do?
He's like, he's not even doing an accent, but we just do it. The point is... Fabulous movie. One of the many movies we will be directly addressing today.
Yes, today's a very fun day because at our place of employment, it's a movie-themed day. So it just felt appropriate for us to be doing a podcast today, talking about movies, dressed as
wonderful
people from movies.
See, I didn't even know it was movie day. That's the crazy part. I just showed up.
Just every Friday.
This dress felt cute, and here it is. I need to make sure I'm showing off the tattoo because Dorothy Gale's hairy leg with a tattoo on it. Much like the rug in The Big Lebowski, it really ties it all together.
I do think it'd be worth it for anyone listening to the podcast to hear the story of your reveal to your family wearing this.
Oh, yeah. So, with no context, my mom knew it was up because this is her wig. I sent a photo of me in this getup to the family group chat. And again, no context. The first response was my sister saying, "Okay, legs." My family's very cool. There were follow-up questions, but mostly it was just like, slay queen. So,
for those of you that are just listening, it probably doesn't mean much, but if you tune into any of our visual mediums, you'll see they're very much just legs.
I am one part of a Wizard of Oz ensemble / Wicked. Bare legs, red pumps that I purchased at DI and spray painted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, my wife did. She did a great job.
Yeah, those look great.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah, dude. You look great.
My feet kill. People say that beauty is pain, and I'm experiencing it firsthand.
Yeah.
I've never been beautiful, and I've never been in pain. So, two big new experiences for me.
It's a big day for you.
It is.
It's a really big day.
Yep. I'm going to be a more powerful ally than ever.
Yeah,
Now
you-
that
I wasn't a feminist until today.
this is like Tyra Banks like wearing a fat suit for 2 hours.
She's
Or
like, I get it.
Or I think she did one. She like wore a headscarf and she's like, I've experienced living as a Muslim woman. It's like, okay, Tyra. Oh man. Okay, so it's movie day,
Yes.
and for the first time on the podcast, we are embarking into the internet's favorite territory,
Tearing!
the tier list. So today we're going to tackle tier part two.
Tier part 2.
We've taken a list of what seem to be fairly mainstream film trilogies, hopefully
Right.
stuff that most people have seen.
Right.
We're going to rank not the trilogy,
The second,
the second
not
chapter,
input, chapter,
installment.
the second installment in the trilogy.
Yes. Yeah. Again, if you're following along on some sort of visual medium, we will have this this captured on screen so you can see our ambivalence as
where
we
we're
drag,
moving things, but we
as
still
we
will try to
drop.
call out which level we put these on.
There's probably a joke here about drag and drop. I don't know. I can't quite get there.
We'll let it be implied.
Okay. We'll cut that out. We're not going to cut anything out. We don't edit this. Who are we kidding?
No.
All right. Should we start from the top?
Yeah, we got some banger trilogies here. And I just realized one of these isn't a trilogy.
Which?
Moana.
Oh.
But we know that they're probably going to make another one. But it is a sequel.
It's a sequel. I think it still qualifies. It's
Okay.
a sequel with an implied
Okay.
threequel.
So just know that we're human. We make errors. And so one of these doesn't have a third part as of this recording.
Well, listen, we could totally just retcon and say we're talking about the best sequels. Some of them happen to be trilogies. Was
could
it
do that.
the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie that had a squeakquel?
There was a squeakquel. And Chipwrecked.
Wow.
So there was 3.
I feel like squeakquel. I hate. Okay, let me just talk about this.
Hit me with it.
I hate when the sequel has a cute pun, like the squeakquel.
Okay.
Or when my most hated is when instead of the number 2, it's TOO,
Oh, yeah.
where it's like Smurfs 2.
Can I just
Gag me with the spoon.
So on this same train, I'm just going to say I hate when they just have the number 2. I don't
You want it to have a title.
I don't need it to be Squeakquel or 2 or anything like
Yeah.
that. But I look at the Star Trek franchise.
and it's just Star Trek 2.
It's Star Trek Into Darkness, Star
Oh,
Trek
okay.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Right? If someone is like watching a trilogy and they're like, I don't know which one is the first one to watch, and they can't search for it or ask a friend,
Yeah.
then I don't think they should be watching movies. I feel like that's, in movies you want to make sure that you don't treat your audience, like you want to treat your audience as if they're smart.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you just tell people what number it is, it's lazy. So I
It does.
I hate
it feels like a more corporate approach to be like, this is just another part of the franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many of these do this? A lot of these have like subtitles.
A lot of
I'm
them.
gonna flash the freaking
So
world.
I mean,
here.
but so the exception is we have Back to the Future Part 2.
Okay.
Which is fine.
We need to talk about this.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Because it is definitely a 3-part
Yes,
story.
it's a long story.
And they play with that.
So I'm okay with that. Men in Black 2, right? Okay. Mighty Ducks. Well, this one is D2.
colon.
The Mighty Ducks are back. Interesting. Jurassic Park, The Lost World.
The Lost World.
No 2.
That's great.
Toy Story 2. Okay, I'm also going to say this. Toy Story gets a lot of passes in my book. Like the Toy Story franchise.
If you do it as well as they did,
Yeah, they get a pass. So Toy Story 2, okay.
fine.
Batman, The Dark Knight,
Good.
no 2. Star Wars, The Emperor Strikes Back.
They couldn't just call it Star Wars 2 because it's episode
It's 5.
and it's
That'd be
already
way too
a lot
confusing.
to digest.
Way too confusing. How to Train Your Dragon 2. Matrix Reloaded. Moana 2.
2 figures
Yeah.
because they
It's
AI.
we will talk about
It's written
Moana
by
2.
clankers. Have you heard this thing about the new slur for AI is Clanker. People have adopted it from the Star Wars prequels.
Oh, really?
And I saw this post on Reddit this morning, a guy asking for legal advice because HR called him in the office for using Clanker as a slur, referring to his company's chatbots.
As a clanker? Wow.
It's amazing. Clanker. I'm all for anti-AI
That's a Star Wars
slurs.
thing? It's not the Harry Potter where they use the clankers to push away the dragon?
Maybe it's... my take, or my assumption is, I think that's what the clones call the droids in like the Clone Wars.
Oh, interesting.
Because I can hear in my mind like
So
a vaguely New Zealand accent being like, "Get these bloody clankers."
Okay, so
I think that's the derivation.
It's a slur for machines.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's just like the guy in his post was like, I said something like, "These clankers never get anything right," referring to the chat. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I'm anti-slur in almost every other use case, but I think go wild on
Clanker.
AI.
Yeah, actually, real quick, if you want to scooch over this way to be more in frame. There we go.
Oh my gosh, what a waste. What a waste. And I can just kind of give you just a little
rub off that spray paint.
A little pump rub. Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
No, actually, it didn't.
I think
it's very much dry.
It's mostly just coming off of my socks, which is good.
Very much dry. Going down this list, we got Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest,
Love it.
No 2, Shrek 2, Transformers, Rise of the Fallen. Rise of the Fallen?
Revenge of the
Fallen.
I don't know.
It's
so stupid.
We couldn't just say Transformers 2 because that's as much creativity as that.
It could have just been Transformers 2 and just.
Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and finally X2. So you can see like the majority of these movies.
X2 : X-Men
United. There are colons in there, which I do think creates a little bit more of a creative spurt, but I don't know. I just think it's so lazy when you just say.
We don't need to be talking about
number
spurts
2.
on here.
I think
It's a family show. I think it's funny when they reboot it and they don't indicate that it's a reboot. So it'll be like, so then you have to I have to look for the year it was made. Like Mortal Kombat 1994, and then the new one is just Mortal Kombat 2017. And it's just like, we're just calling it that.
That is true. The same thing as Dune.
Dune.
However, I would say that the more recent Dune, people just refer to it as Dune, where the old Dune they call it Dune 1984.
Yeah.
Or
the crazy Dune.
Is what I'm. Yeah.
Or the Lynch Dune. The David Lynch Dune.
Because those are very different.
Very different.
Very, very different.
All right, number 1.
Yeah, let's jump right into this.
One of the twos.
So, starting at the very top of our list, we have Back to the Future Part 2. Probably one of the more well-known trilogies in cinema.
I'd agree with that, for sure.
This was a trilogy before it was cool to have trilogies.
Also, this to me, so I recently rewatched this with my oldest, who's almost 12. First of all, perfect age
to watch Back to the Future Part 2.
It's like they say shit enough times that it feels edgy, but it's like he just was eating it up. He loved it.
Oh, great.
He's all about lore. He's like, I love the lore. So going, like, the fact that number 2 goes back and he's witnessing events from the first movie, they're deepening how time travel works. He was he was totally there for it.
Yeah.
But what was interesting is I feel like this is, at least as I am aware, the earliest sort of cinematic universe type thing. Mm-hmm. In that it's self-referential, and then at the end of 2, there's like a 5-minute promo for part 3.
That's right.
And it's like, this will return, and it was like, oh, this is, I think they filmed them all either very close or concurrently.
Yeah.
So that was the first time, or the earliest time I remember seeing like, oh, there's a direct promo for the next movie in this story, which is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really cool. And I do think that when I think of sequels, and these are all like part of other franchises, obviously, but I believe that sequels don't need to exist. There are some cases where if you can tell a story that deepens, that makes the first story better, then I think you're like you can justify having a sequel.
Right.
my problem with a lot of the movies on this list is let's take what the formula, the same beats from the first movie, and let's maybe move a couple of characters around, and we'll end up in the exact same place. And Back to the Future 2, I think, is a good example, or Back to the Future Part 2 is a good example of deepening the lore. It makes the first story better because, like you said, it brings out it shows like some of the consequences of time travel, and you get to see pieces from the first movie. It's not just like a nostalgia bait thing, but like there's very much importance that happens, and there's a whole lot of like messing of pieces, and it's not just he's stuck and he needs to get back.
It's great. It's great. It feels organic. Like the reason he has to go back to 1955 feels like it makes sense.
Right.
And it in reusing like different versions of Biff as the villain, you make him kind of like a supervillain.
Right.
Because he's just kind of a jerk, but then he becomes this time traveling like megalomaniac jerk.
Yeah.
And it's awesome that he's like this almost elemental force that's like screwing with the McFlys through time.
Yeah. It is interesting that Biff becomes like the president, or I mean,
yes,
he's kind of like the president.
He's very Trumpy.
And
he's very Trumpy.
And even like the weather is it's like all dark and it's all bleak,
it's
all
horrible.
smoggy.
It's horrible. And
way.
I think that's like the people that don't like it rightfully are like, it's so depressing and dark. And it is. It is so bleak.
It is.
Like Biff, spoiler if you haven't seen it, hopefully, Biff kills the dad.
Yeah.
Kills George McFly.
Yep.
Steals
his wife.
What's her name?
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Yeah.
Forces and it's basically like blackmails her into staying married to him and is abusive, and it's like, this is awful.
It's gross.
It definitely feels like you have to resolve this situation.
Biff would be on the Epstein list 100%.
He would. He absolutely would. Many a time.
So Back to the Future Part 2 very much deepens the lore. Very well made.
Yeah.
So if you were to put this on the tier list, Ben, where would you put it? I know where I would put it.
It's very fresh in my mind. I'm gonna say A.
I would also say A.
I'm gonna say A tier. I think it does most of what a good sequel should do, but compared to some of the others on this list, I don't know that it's an S for me.
I think that is one of the things, because if we had removed some of these, and we'll talk about it later, but if some of these were not in existence, if we just went for, anyways, I just think like next to other films we're going to talk about, this one could be S.
Yeah.
But the one that I'm thinking of that is very clearly S, and you hold it next to Back to the Future Part 2, it's like, there's no way. There's no way they're on the same
It's a game
level.
of comparison. The other thing I like about this trilogy is that there's no, like, each movie overlaps. There's no, like, off-screen a bunch of stuff happened. It's like, this picks up right where the first one ends, and this one ends right where the third one kicks off.
Yeah.
So it really is parts. Like, you could watch it back to back and it would make sense.
There's not many movies that do that.
No, very few.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
Like,
of other
there's a
ones
lot of them in the kind of Marvel era that will end on a cliffhanger, but then when the next movie starts, it's like, okay, 6 months later. Or like, this one feels like kind of breakneck in its pacing. It's really cool.
Yeah,
I like
Back to the Future's very solid. Very good A tier. Next one we got is Men in Black 2.
Men in Black 2 is a rough one for me.
It is rough.
I love Men in Black 1.
Yeah, it was great.
Men in Black 1 is just, to me, it's sort of in the same, dare I say it, in the same ballpark as The Mummy, the Brendan Fraser Mummy, where it's like, this is just like a great, cheesy, fun popcorn movie. For what it is, it's almost perfect. It's just like, it's fun. It's got great creature effects.
Yep.
It's got Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, great, like, good cop, bad cop, or like, just they have a fantastic dynamic.
Yeah, it's super good.
Will Smith gets to be the comic relief. Tommy Lee Jones is like the straight man,
Just
but is
Tommy Lee
also
Jones.
very dry, very funny. Just, you think he might actually just kill Will Smith, like
Yeah.
the actor. Like he's just so good at being this kind of just curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 2 doesn't need to exist.
It doesn't. Because it does the exact same thing as the first movie.
But worse.
But worse.
The humor doesn't work. There's some cool creature effects.
I did like Nod Your Head better than Here Comes the Men in Black. The last song that they play during the credits.
Interesting.
But that's probably a hot take.
I can't even come up with Nod Your Head because when we got the DVD of Men in Black, my dad watched that little music video at the end probably 45 times.
Yeah.
He was just obsessed with it.
Yeah. Most people, if you were to say like, oh, what's the song from Men in Black? Like, Here Comes the Men in Black. People would know that one.
Yeah.
People don't know like, nod your head, bop your head, come on. I love the guitar riff. I thought that was sick. But other than, in my opinion, Nod Your Head,
Yeah.
Men in Black 2 did not add
Right.
anything. It was like just very much adjacent.
Adjacent, it was a bad knockoff, which is what the worst sequels are. And they, like, it's bad because they had to, like, poorly recreate the dynamic of Tommy Lee and Will Smith. Like, they start out with just Will Smith, and there's sort of a love story with Rosario Dawson, and it's like, this isn't working. We have to get Tommy Lee Jones back in this movie. And then when he comes back in, it's like, okay, this is better. But again, what makes a movie like Men in Black so good is, like, the freshness of the concept. And, like, this is weird, and I don't know what to expect. This is the one with, I think, Laura Flynn Boyle she's the bad guy. Serlina. And she's good. Like, she's a good actress. But what I think about the most is the fight scene with the Balchinian, where the alien has, like, a scrotum on his chin.
Yep.
And it just feels like, who is this for? It's just, it felt kind of, it left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
And although it shouldn't exist as a trilogy, the third one is pretty fun. I think the third one...
It did do things differently.
It at least, added some new elements.
Yes.
Like Josh Brolin as young Tommy Lee was fun. But that's neither here nor there. That's not part of our tier list.
That's not part of it. So just standalone, take Men in Black 3 out of it. Men in Black 2, I would put this as a C. I don't know about you, but that's kind of where I feel because I just don't need to ever see it again.
Yeah.
I don't think it really adds
I think C
anything.
is fair. I think it could drop to D for me.
Okay, interesting.
Simply because I just kind of dread watching it.
Okay.
Like, I could rewatch, Men in Black, I'll watch whenever it's on. Let's put it as a C, and then at the final take, maybe we'll reserve the right to shift.
Yeah, if we need to shift anything, that's fine. All right, we're talking about something near and dear to my heart. This next one we want to talk about is D2: The Mighty Ducks Are Back, which, if you didn't know, is the sequel to just The Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks. Quack. 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 I didn't know how many times we're going to quack.
I was just going to go until we ran out of battery.
Oh,
it's fine. It's the moment's gone. So this is one we've talked about. Oh my gosh.
Did we miss one?
Ninja Turtles.
Damn it!
We've talked about Ninja Turtles 2 before.
Or more appropriately, damn!
That's fine. We've talked about Ninja Turtles 2.
A little too, Raph?
Too Raph. If you want to know what we think of Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze,
join our Patreon.
Yeah, listen to some of our other episodes. Listen to the exclusive Patreon content. You'll hear what we think about that. It's I won't say anything more. But D2, The Mighty Ducks, I watched this one actually more than the original. As an adult, I go back and I've seen the original, and I love it. I think it's so great. I loved this one.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved this one.
Is this the Icelanders?
This is the Icelanders. They go to the Junior Olympics. The entire movie, they are not the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
They're
Team USA. But they have the core of Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. So, again, as a kid, I watched this a lot. I loved it. Does it need to exist? I don't think it does.
No. It doesn't. But it's also like, you can see why. A, because it made a ton of money.
Yes.
And I was stoked when it came out.
Yeah.
Because I loved Mighty Ducks. So I was like, more Mighty Ducks?
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Inject it.
Give me it.
Hit me with that bill. In the first Mighty Ducks, you have Fulton who has the slap shot. And it shatters glass and all that stuff. And Mighty Ducks 2 was... The knuckle puck swept my neighborhood.
Absolutely.
We all got together. Mighty Ducks is single-handedly responsible for all the kids in my neighborhood going out and buying hockey sticks, buying rollerblades, nets, and pucks, and playing in the street. We played street hockey all the time because of Mighty Ducks.
We had a huge street hockey phase. I actually shot a puck or a street hockey ball through my friend's garage door.
Oh,
and I didn't say knuckle puck, but I was thinking it.
See, this is my problem with the knuckle puck, though. It's a very iconic scene because you have the kid that puts the puck up on its side.
Yeah.
He hits it, and the camera's right behind him. Goes up and down, and then it just confuses the goalie, and it's basically a guaranteed hit.
Yeah.
So when Mighty Ducks 2 came out, all of my street hockey playtime was someone would get the puck and they would immediately try to set up the freaking puck on the side to do the knuckle puck, and it was they're hoping to make it go. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, this was just like and just go off to the side. Anyways, Mighty Ducks 2, very close to my heart. I don't know how awesome it is as a sequel.
I sort of get it confused in my mind with Cool Runnings because the Germans and the Icelanders sort of form the same villainous cadre in my mind, where it's like, oh, Jamaica. That's sort of what the Icelanders are like, right?
Yeah.
Except aren't they kind of more like silent? I feel like, are they trash talking, or are they just like, they're more like Terminators?
They're
like
very,
they're like
Terminator-esque. There's a few lines like quack quack peak boy, or something like that, where just like the worst trash talk.
We're going to besmirch your duck heritage.
Yeah, it's Team USA, more like Stink USA. The banter
like
is really bad.
Oh my gosh. So they all get called up. Is it Emilio Estevez again?
Yeah.
He's coaching the national team.
Yeah, Team USA.
The Team USA Junior, what are they, the under 21s or something?
I think it's the Junior Olympics or Teen Olympic Games or
something like that.
Going against a very not teenage Iceland team.
Yeah.
They're very large.
They're teenage in the same way that Billy from the Power Rangers was teenage. Where he's like 49 years old. Okay, so they're against the Icelanders, and he just recruits his old team. He's like, I know some kids that are good at hockey.
Yep.
Are there...
As they do for the Olympics.
Right, it's true. Are there some new characters on Team USA? I honestly don't remember it outside of the Knuckle Puck.
There's the Knuckle Puck kid.
The pinnacle.
There's the other tough kid that he and Fulton become, the Bash Brothers.
Oh, that's right. They're like the enforcers of the group. Yep. That's right.
There's the cowboy. Yeehaw! No Texan accent. He just says yeehaw a lot. Wears a cowboy hat.
Okay, Brady, I'm going to derail the whole episode.
Okay.
And maybe we'll have to come back and do a full episode. Have you seen any of the buzz around this War of the Worlds movie on Amazon Prime?
No.
Starring Ice Cube?
No.
It's got 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
0? Okay.
Okay, we can revisit, but I watched it yesterday, and this reminded me. There's a scene where one of the aliens... I can't even get into it.
Okay.
Just bookmark it.
Okay, booked. Patreon.
Just on the topic of speaking with no emotion.
Okay.
This guy... Hold on. I have a quote, because I was sort of like live tweeting it to my brother-in-law.
Is this no emotion like Gal Gadot in Snow White? Emotion?
No, it's just like Ice Cube's a bad actor. Okay. Well, I guess so. It's the same because she's also not a great actor.
Not a great actor.
The whole movie is like on his desktop computer. He's like a government surveillance analyst.
Okay.
And so the whole movie plays out on like different windows on his monitor. Like here's him on a Zoom call. Here's him getting random stock footage to react to. Anyway, at one point, an alien gets shot, and Ice Cube says, "Woo, hell yeah!" But almost like he's reading it in the script for the first time. He's like, "Woo, hell yeah!" It's just, I love it so much. Okay, continue.
Okay, we will revisit.
I
the
think
new War
I
of the
think there's
Worlds.
a I
It's
think
worth
there
it.
there could be an episode where it's a double feature of War of the Worlds and Moonfall. Did you ever see Moonfall?
I did not.
Okay, all right.
Is that a Chris Pratt one?
I couldn't tell you. I think
Okay.
it's Patrick Wilson,
Oh, okay.
but
Oh, okay.
could have been Pratt. Could have been anyone.
Okay.
Could have been a mannequin, honestly. Okay,
D2.
D2.
Where do we put it? Like I'm trying to set my nostalgia side. Look at it as a movie.
as a movie, does it do anything new? It's kind of,
Not really.
but
really.
but it is enjoyable. I think it probably had a bigger budget.
Yes.
It had a lot. I feel like it has proportionally more hockey scenes.
That is true.
Which
they do
I
bring
appreciate
in
in
Benny
a
the Jet
sports movie.
Rodriguez
Yeah.
from Sandlot. He's in D2.
What a heartthrob.
I will,
guy.
and maybe I don't know if this gains it points or loses points, but in the VHS tape, the copy. Do you remember? Did you have the VHS of this? The cover is Emilio Estevez standing on the ice like this, and there's two kids that are blowing bubble gum, and their bubble gum is touching. Do you remember this?
No.
And it is the worst placement. Because the two kids are facing off on the ice, and they both have bubble gum on.
I
and it's
vaguely
right
remember.
over Emilio Estevez's balls.
Oh, sick.
It's weird.
So the designers were like laughing their asses
Yeah,
off.
they're like,
"Do you
we
think-
know.
Do you think they'll let us get away with it? No, just do it anyway.
Yeah.
And some
Bright
executives
pink.
like, looks great, ship it.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, here, yeah. So they've actually just zoomed in to like the two hockey players, or just like the main
Yeah.
thing. But Emilio Estevez had more star power, so he was definitely like the main event with the poster.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's plus or minus. I think it's probably a plus. They did get all the kids to return.
Uh-huh.
It is a real movie in the way that some Disney sequels aren't, where it's like they'll make it and then the next one's direct to video. So that sucks. This is like, they put
It's
some effort
decent.
into it.
It's decent.
I'm going to say B.
B. Yep.
Because it's at least fun to watch.
I would
I don't
watch
dread watching it.
I would watch D2 over Men in Black 2
Oh.
every day.
Oh, easy.
Every day.
Easy.
Every time. All right, so we're getting into some other big boys here. Next one we want to talk about is Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom. We're looking at the original trilogy before they decided to screw everything up.
Yeah.
So Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. I would say by far the weakest of the trilogy.
Of the three, I agree.
Of the original three.
I agree. I think a lot of people dislike the fan serviciness of Last Crusade. I love Last Crusade.
I don't understand the fan servicey thing.
Just that it's so self-referential. Like, you see him get the scar. You see him fall in a pit of snakes. Like, it felt a little heavy-handed in a George Lucas-y sort of
Like
way.
the first 15 minutes? Like that's the only thing you really get a nod to is like
maybe
the first
so.
15 minutes.
But yeah, I think overall it's the weakest. Strike one, no Nazis.
Right.
I think you got to have him fight Nazis. It is actually a prequel in the timeline, though.
True. It's like his first
It's like-
big adventure,
yeah.
right?
So that kind of sucks. It feels super racist from the viewpoint of modern sensibilities, where it's
Yeah.
just like, look at all these Indians eating brains and snakes, and it's kind of like, I don't
Yeah.
really think this was a thing. It
Yeah.
feels kind of lurid in a way that the other ones aren't. I don't like, what's her name? I want to call her Winnie. What is her name? I really like Marion as she's
She's
more
great.
capable. They have better chemistry, I think. Willie, yeah. Willie, Temple of Doom. Willie Scott. Yeah. Anyway, she's just kind of grates a little bit. Like, she's so... I understand why they make her kind of the classic damsel in distress. They do have that one great scene where they're both like, there's like sexual tension, but neither one wants to admit it. So
Oh man, I'm so fuzzy on this.
so
It's
he comes to her room, and they're kind of like flirting, and she says something about like, this will be the best you've ever had. And he's like, I don't know, I'll tell you in the morning or something. And she freaks out. And then there's this great scene where they're like, both of them want to like reconvene the action, but neither one of them is like, they're both too proud to do it. So they're both like, I'm not going to go. Anyway, that's a good sequence.
So that's a good one.
But yeah, it feels like there's not that much to the movie. And I guess that's true of all the Indiana Jones. Like, it is set piece. But this one, it feels like they go to the village at the beginning. Oh, let me talk about this.
Okay.
They're in the plane, and they jump out of the plane in a raft and survive, which, it's Indiana Jones, but that stunt feels like,
that's like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull level.
Yeah, like climbing in a fridge and surviving a nuke, where it just feels like, really? Could you not have come up with something a little bit better? So that's okay. They get to the village. The stones have been stolen. Then it's like creepy, gross dinner, straight to Om Num Shivaya, Om Num Shivaya, Om Num Shivaya.
Yeah,
pulling the heart out.
Did it just feel hollow? Like it just, at least that's the thing that I remember the most. Was like it kind of felt like it wasn't that I wasn't really watching a movie. I was like waiting for like the movie to really start. That's what I mean. It's like it just feels like it's just a bunch of stuff happens and then it ends. There's some cool stuff in it. There's some like really fun practical effects. When they cut open the snake and all the baby snakes come out. There's stuff that's well done. And it's like, ooh, this is cool. The little like spike trap, bug cave full of bugs. Yeah, it was at least in Utah. It was very controversial when he pulls out the heart.
Very controversial. And that's one of those moments where I'm like, Indiana Jones are fairly tame, and I'm watching it with my like 12-year-old, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of heavy. There's also like the whole thing where Indiana Jones drinks the blood of Kali and is sort of like evil for a second, but then he just decides not to be. I'm not a huge fan of it.
It's just not great.
I will say, after watching some of the newer ones, there's something about just like a Harrison Ford of appropriate age that's like, okay, he's great.
Yeah.
He's always great. His dynamic with Short Round is fun. There's the little evil kid, Raja, who you just want to punt the whole movie.
Oh, man.
He has a very high voice. This would never happen in my kingdom. The Tugi cult is a myth. And it's like, is he being controlled by the bad guys? I don't know. It just, it doesn't really hold up.
Yeah.
Certainly the weakest of the three. I think maybe even weaker than some of the others. The newer ones.
Really?
In rewatching them all back to back, maybe it's objectively better than others, but I think it's the one that I would choose to watch. Like, I would probably watch Crystal Skull over that one.
Interesting.
I know.
Wow.
I know. And I don't like Crystal Skull.
So that's for me, it's very much a hollow shell. I don't even consider Crystal Skull. I just call that like Indiana fan fiction.
What about
the
most recent one?
The Dial of Destiny. I didn't see it because I was just like, I didn't want to touch it.
Okay.
Like,
it's worth checking out.
Okay.
It was not my expectations were so low that I was pleasantly surprised by it.
Okay.
It's not great.
Okay.
Full disclosure, it's not an endorsement, but it's like, I don't know. It was more fun than I thought.
Yeah. So where does this fall in like the tier list though? Do you feel it's on par with Men in Black 2? Is it better than Men in Black 2 or is it worse than Men in Black 2?
I think it's a C, probably. Is it lower than Men in Black 2?
Here's the thing. It's like Men in Black 2, as far as like what it did for like the trilogy, it's meh.
Uh-huh.
But it still, to me at least, it felt like a movie. Where Indiana Jones, it just like didn't feel like a movie. It almost felt like a TV movie.
Yeah. I will say this in its defense. It does try to do, like, introducing a whole new setting.
True.
Is kind of adventurous.
That's true.
And so
that's fair.
It kind of feels like a swing and a miss in that way. And then they were kind of like, we need to go back to Nazis. We need to go back to like the Christian iconography. And again, I don't think necessarily doing a different sort of mythology is bad, but to do it in a way that feels, again, kind of racist.
Yeah.
And just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I think there's maybe a version of that movie that's good. And I mean, it's very memorable.
Yeah. The scene on the bridge.
The scene on the bridge, which they actually built, by the way. That's a real bridge that they built.
Yeah, I heard that.
And they have these really fun animatronic mannequins. So when the bodies fall, it's like an actual. It looks like
cool.
a person from far away.
That's
and then,
cool.
but then you have the horrible like green screen of the like high priest guy falling, and then the death twirling. What is it called? The death spin that the crocodiles do as they're eating him.
Yeah, the roll, the gator roll.
The death roll.
Yeah.
You get a lot of Wilhelm screams, which is good.
Okay. Well, we'll keep it at C.
I think C is good.
I think on par with Men in Black 2. We may be divided on this next one. This is Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Loved. I when it came out in theaters, I went and saw it multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs to exist.
No, it doesn't. I will say, I think the book existed.
Yes.
I don't know if Michael Crichton originally wrote it or if he wrote it after the success of the first movie. So I don't know to what extent it's an adaptation, but I know there's at least a couple of the Jurassic Park novels. But agreed. This is the problem with Jurassic Park as a franchise. They just keep asking the same question over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this theme's been done to death. Why do you keep... It feels stupid that any character is hasn't learned this lesson. I think that's my biggest problem with The Lost World is you have the first one, which it was kind of genre breaking, right? Like it wasn't just like, because there wasn't a lot of dinosaur movies. There's like no dinosaur movies. Most of it was like Land Before Time. True.
So this was like a mix, like, with dinosaur, but for the most part, you don't really see... Like you don't get a big glimpse of the dinosaurs, like the velociraptors and like in the leaves and stuff. It has like a lot of elements of horror to it. Like once later on, it gets like an element of horror.
It's a thriller, but it also has this like majestic, like childlike wonder to it.
Yes,
it's great.
Which just doesn't exist in the second one. It's like we got to make we stand to make a lot of money, and so we should do this. And Jeff Goldblum's character Ian Malcolm is like, I'm not going to do that. And it's like, well, you have to because your girlfriend's there. So it's like, I have to do it now. I was like, ugh.
Which also, like, they sort of set up that he's kind of a serial monogamist. Like, he doesn't seem like the guy that would care that much about a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, the whole point of his character is he's like, I've got kids by a bunch of different women. And in the first one, are you married? Oh, yeah, occasionally. Like, I don't know. It seems like a weird motivation for that character in particular.
Yeah.
Love
Jeff Goldblum.
He's good.
He's
great. And Julianne Moore, like, their dynamic is actually really fun.
Yeah.
His daughter's pretty good. Her, like, stowing away, like, adds some complexity. Can we talk about poor Eddie that gets eaten? Who's, like, the bald guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Great guy. I feel so bad for him. It seems like often in the Jurassic Park movies, you kind of get killed if you're bad.
Yeah.
Often the good characters somehow survive. It's sort of like like the sluts die in like an old 80s slasher movie where it's like we have to mark out this guy misbehaved. That's why he's being... Peter Stormare, he's a huge douchebag. He gets picked to death by the little Compsognathus.
Oh, yes.
But Eddie is like the most heroic character, the most level-headed character, saves the daughter, goes to great lengths to like keep the whole trailer from tipping over the cliff, and then just gets torn apart by two Tyrannosauruses.
Yep. Very, very unfortunate.
He is our generation's
Barb.
I almost said Beth.
Justice
for Eddie. Eddie's the man.
Oh man. I will say there are some really great scenes in Jurassic Park 2. It gave me chills and nightmares with the intro scene where the little girl gets eaten by the little tiny dinosaurs. Great scene.
And again, also like they don't show their hand. Like you hear screaming off screen. She's interacting with one dinosaur, so it keeps it small and kind of subtle.
And then you have the mom come in and scream.
Yeah.
But you can see how this is Jurassic Park Lost World is a good example of like taking the formula and recycling it, but just shifting things a little bit. Because you have the intro scene where like in Jurassic Park, the original one, you have like the security guard that gets eaten by the raptors. and
You have to establish
that
the
then
threat.
triggers something. And so like this little girl that like this family that stops off the coast of the island, stops and she gets eaten. That semi triggers like the need to go back. And then they do the same thing in number 3. It's just
to me, everything on the island in the second one is pretty good. It's when they get back to
San Diego
where it's like, what?
Yeah.
And somehow the whole crew of the ship gets killed, and it's never explained how or why that happened.
Oh, isn't it like the baby?
Yeah, but the baby couldn't have gotten out and then back in.
I don't know.
To me, it feels like there was an earlier draft where there were raptors that killed the crew.
Could be. Oh yeah, because the boat just kind of.
The boat bulldozes through the pier, and then there's like Decemberists.
A disembodied hand.
The hand of the lead singer of the Decemberists is attached to the steering wheel, but it's like there's no explanation for that. They never
That's
revisit
true.
it because then the baby and anyway.
It was trying to
very
recreate
messy.
that horror element, but it was just very poor.
Yeah. And then there's the kid that's like there's a dinosaur in the backyard. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But on the whole,
The dog.
just sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's hard because as a kid I watched it a lot, and I liked it. If you were to ask me when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, that's way better than the first one. Mm-hmm. Looking back now and seeing and knowing movies better,
Yeah.
I would say no. It's not a good sequel. It shouldn't exist. I probably would put it in tier C with Men in Black 2.
Yeah.
Better production, but
Yeah. I think that's fair. I might put it higher simply because the high points are really good. I
Okay.
think. Like, for example, the whole set piece with the trailer as it's hanging over the cliff
great.
and Julianne Moore falls on that pane of glass.
Very terrifying.
That is really, really well designed, that whole sequence. I also love Peter Postlethwaite, who's the old guy from, like, he's like a big game hunter who's a part of the expedition trying to hunt a Tyrannosaurus.
Yep.
He's just cool. He's like a classical actor.
He is really cool.
So he has like a cool presence. So I think, yeah,
You know what,
B,
I'm-
C.
Okay, let's
I think
go
it's
B.
I think it's watchable.
Let's go B.
I
'cause
think it's
would
more
actually,
watchable than either of those two.
Yeah, totally. I would definitely watch that over Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
I think this might be a 2-part episode here, Brady,
Could be.
or just a double length one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We can let's do one more, and then then maybe we'll continue with part 2.
Cool.
All right, the next one. This is Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2.
I said at the beginning, I feel like Toy Story as a whole gets a pass for a lot of things.
True.
For the most part, I think sequels should not exist. We
Yeah.
talked about Back to the Future. It's a continuing story. That's
And
great.
you could argue that one is so self-contained that maybe this shouldn't exist.
True.
If you're treating it with the same rules as everything else.
Yes. But this is an example, in my opinion, of lightning striking twice.
Yeah.
Because I love Toy Story 2. I think
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story 2, when everyone says, like, do you like any sequels? I think, like, one of the best sequels ever is Toy Story 2. It's probably
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite of the original Toy Story trilogy.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2 is incredible.
It's great.
It's
a great
so
movie.
good.
Yeah. I think it does. Hey, buddy. I think it does what a good sequel does in that it does, like, deepen things.
Yes.
It asks more interesting questions about what if a toy was alive? How would a toy cope with this situation? If you are a being that's created to be played with, how do you think about being collected?
Right.
And there is character growth that happens. It's cool that, like, you get to see Buzz being sort of an accidental antagonist in the first movie, being brought sort of into the ensemble, and you get to see, like, a different side of him, and his dynamic with Woody
Yeah.
is interesting.
He's his character, he has embraced the stuff, and he's moving on from what he learned in the first movie.
Right.
He's not under the delusion
Yeah.
that he's an actual space ranger. He's embraced the fact that he's a toy, which I think some of the sequels, they kind of backpedal people's characters.
Yeah.
It's like they have to relearn the thing again.
Yeah.
And I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
But in this one, Buzz has learned his lesson, and now he's taking charge under this new like lens of being a toy,
Yeah,
which I think is so great.
it is great.
Woody also is challenged in this one because Woody is all about, like you said, being played with, like getting back to Andy. It's all about like his world that he has known, and then his world is opened up to him.
Yeah.
That he was like this really big star, like he was the Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
From a couple generations before.
Yeah.
And like the most sought after thing, and so he now gets to see that he can be immortal. Like he can be immortalized because he had to grapple with like maybe I won't be around forever in the first one.
Right.
So that's why I think this one is just so brilliant because
it's great.
It's a new challenge that Woody has to wrestle with. And it's so good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Wayne Newton's awesome. He's
the Chicken Man.
What is that character's name?
Freaking Al from Al's Toy Barn.
Yeah, Al's Toy Barn. The character has a great name that I can't remember. It's a fun element. All the little Western ensemble is cool. Kelsey Grammer as Stinky Pete is again great.
Perfect casting.
Casting somebody who just has this like gravitas and such a silly role is just amazing.
Yeah.
What is his? He kind of has like a heel turn where he tries to keep Woody from escaping. I can't remember like what exactly is he just wants to keep the set together?
Correct, because he's never had any value. No one wanted.
Oh, that's right. He's only valuable if as
they're
part
the
of the set. I see.
So he wants to be immortalized, to never be irrelevant. He wants to feel important, and so this museum in Tokyo wants to buy the whole set, and they're only going to display the whole set.
Yeah.
And so he wants to keep Woody there because it was like a missing piece. He's been in the box. He's never been played with. He's never had the experience of like being a toy.
Yeah.
And so this is a way he's trying to like take control and to retain value. So he, at one point, Woody is like, well, you guys could all come back. We could all be toys and go play with Andy. Like, what's the point of living?
Yeah.
What's the point of like living forever if you're not
not
going to
loved?
play with you? Yeah, if you're not loved. And that's when Prospector gets out of his box and he's like, no,
Yeah.
you've made your choice.
This perfectly illustrates the brilliance of this movie, that we know this much about a character's motivation who is a prospector toy in a box.
Right.
But like all of these characters have like very complex inner lives and motivations.
Yes.
It's very, very cool.
Yeah. Very well written movie. The song, the Jesse's song, When
She Loved Me?
When She Loved Me.
Heartbreaking song.
We just had a coworker sing the song in his like baritone voice.
Yeah.
And it was emotional. Like for me, I was like, this is beautiful.
It's a beautiful song.
Beautiful song. And again, it's about a toy, right?
Yeah.
Like it's about a toy witnessing the girl that played with her grow up and having to deal with that. So it hits so hard.
Yeah. There's simply by like using a toy as a stand-in just gives them so many like emotional corollaries. Like,
yeah.
And that's been true of kind of the whole series. Like the most recent ones, I feel like they've maybe outstayed their welcome a little bit. But it is like sort of like in different phases of your life, you identify with different characters in Toy Story.
Right.
I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah.
For something that is such like a high concept story, it's very applicable. Feels super relatable.
Yeah, totally.
What happens to Stinky Pete?
He ends up, they go through the conveyor belt
They're
thing.
in the airport conveyor belt.
And I don't remember who it is that catches him, but I think it's the other toys, like Buzz and Slinky. They kind of catch up to him, and they put him in a little girl's backpack that comes out of the conveyor belt.
Okay.
And like, he's going to know what it's like to be played with. It's like, you're going to love Debbie. She's an artist. The Barbie turns and her face is shaved, and she's got like drawings all over her face. And
he's going to be defaced.
Yeah.
Is it just Stinky Pete and Jesse?
And Bullseye, the horse.
Oh, he doesn't have Bullseye until the second movie. That's right. Ride like the wind, Bullseye.
So good.
That's a fabulous movie.
My favorite line in this, and then I think we gotta rank this. My favorite line in Toy Story 2 is where they're watching the old reruns of Woody's Roundup, and the prospector lights dynamite, and they're all trapped in the cave. Mm-hmm. And so Jesse says to the woodland creatures, go tell Woody where we are. And they come, like all these little marionettes come in and they go, and he's like, what? Jesse and Prospector are trapped in an old abandoned mine, and Prospector lit a stick of dynamite thinking it was a candle. Now they'll be about to be blown to smithereens.
So much meaning contained in that one chirp.
Oh my gosh,
great.
it freaking killed me as a kid and as an adult.
I
think it's
love,
so funny.
actually, that's worth bringing up. I love anytime there is like a meta ad or like adaptation in universe, like the Howdy Doody style show, or the second one, doesn't it start out with the like Buzz Lightyear video game?
Right, yeah.
Like seeing the character in the fictionalized universe is really fun. Like seeing him fight Zurg. Because Zurg shows up, the Zurg toy becomes like the villain of the story.
Yes.
Which is also very fun.
And
You have the element of Buzz's past coming back to haunt him, but also like, dude, you're just a toy.
yeah, so good.
Like the supervillain not being in on the joke is very fun.
Yeah, it is so good. Gosh, man, Toy Story 2.
I learned, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I learned something kind of funny about this. This one has like the little outtakes during the credits.
They removed one
They
of them?
removed, so there's one where Kelsey Grammer is having like a casting couch moment with the Barbies, where he's like, "Did you like this? I can get you in Toy Story 3," which is a great gag.
Yeah.
But when Disney Plus put it on streaming after Me Too, they were like, "This is not gonna fly."
Harvey Weinstein.
To which Kelsey Grammer was like, "This is stupid." But anyway,
Yeah.
I thought that was
fun.
a
And
funny omission.
It's also a very well-known thing that Toy Story 2 was almost non-existent.
Was this the hard drive
Yeah.
incident?
There was one gal that like went home sick and she happened to have a copy of the movie
Yeah.
that they weren't allowed to do, but she had it at home.
Yeah.
But everything else just got nuked.
That
which is
so crazy.
pretty crazy.
What would they have done?
I don't know. But
And
Toy Story 2 kind of like made Pixar. Like it's the
Yeah.
thing that like put them on, not necessarily on the map, because Toy Story and like Finding Nemo were really big hits, but Toy Story 2 is the thing that like really like solidified them as like their own studio.
Interesting.
It's all in Creativity Inc. It's very fascinating.
I'll have to check that out.
It's a good one. Where I don't even want to ask, but I have to, Ben. I know where I would put Toy Story 2. I don't think there's any question where it needs to go, but I'm also open to opinions.
It's an S.
It's an S, 100%.
S tier, our first S tier rating.
One of the best, not even just sequels, but movies, I would say.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Have you done a top 100 on Letterboxd of just your top 100 movies?
I have not. I should.
Recently did that exercise, which was very fun.
Ooh.
I think this
Where
was
did this-
in my top 100. I think
It-
1 and
it
2 are
has to
both
be.
in the top 100. Which actually reminds me, Toy Story 1 was a huge like technical showcase.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're more so than maybe some other movies. You could argue that like there's a technical reason that Pixar wanted to make a sequel. Like, can we revisit this world now that technology has
And we can make it
expanded?
look
Because I remember seeing Toy Story 1 and thinking, oh, this is photorealism.
Yeah.
And you watch it now and you're like, oh, wow, it's showing its age. It's still super impressive.
Yeah.
But the jump from 1 to 2 is
It's very, very
amazing
different.
in terms of like fidelity and texture and motion.
Yeah,
It's
very
really, really
different.
cool. Chuck Jones, I learned, sent John Lasseter a movie congratulating him on this movie
Really?
and talking about like this is basically like you are moving animation forward, which from a traditional animator I think is
Yeah,
really
that's cool. Because Chuck
Like-
Jones, he worked on Looney Tunes.
Oh,
a
yeah,
big
he's
producer
like-
on Looney Tunes.
He's like animation royalty. So it's
Yeah.
cool that like a lot of people poo-poo computer animation, which I think is sometimes merited,
Right.
but this is cool that he got the stamp of approval. And I think John Lasseter has that like hung up in his house, that letter from
Dude, that'd be so cool. What a thing to get.
amazing.
So cool. All right, we are going to wrap up, but we will continue a part 2 of our ranking of sequels.
It's going to be called Tier List TOO.
tier list 2.
Tier List the Squeakquel.
Oh, man. All right, Ben. Well, until next time, my friends. Ah! Just a friendly flash.
Just a friendly flash.